Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 53.
Yes, welcome everybody. It's Thursday, another weekly mastermind with you awesome people. My name is Arit, for those of you who don't know, and this is Jewel, and we're founders of Essetino Artists, where we help you simplify your marketing so you can amplify your results and make more money doing what you love. So we host these live streams every single Thursday to be a resource for you, to answer any questions, and to also network with a bunch of great other people, creative entrepreneurs and YouTubers as well. So welcome.
Yes, and we like to start off with sharing your win for the week. We want to start off with a positive note. We want to celebrate everyone, and it encourages people to, get a win for the next week to share. It's kind of like a show and tell thing, right? You bring the coolest thing there, right?
Well, it's cool to see people's progress every single week. Like it's like we're all with each other on the journey of entrepreneurship, and to see each other grow in milestones, it's been really rewarding and encouraging.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to Lisa. It was her birthday last week. Managed to catch your birthday, Lisa, on the other live stream. Happy birthday to you,
Lisa.
And hope you had a good one. Mm-hmm. We've got Roland is in the house. Hey, Roland.
Hey, Roland.
And Teddy. I like the new picture, Teddy.
Oh, cute.
That's cool.
Teddy B. Get it? Oh, that's awesome.
Did someone make that for you, or did you make that? That's cool.
I love it.
That's like, what's that show called?
Care Bears?
Yeah, there you go. I remember it.
Yeah.
I had some of them, the characters.
Yeah, I know.
And we've got Total Pain Enterprises.
Hello, John. How's it going?
John. And yes, that song is like always in my head as well. I played a couple times to make sure that it runs smoothly on the live stream, because when you initially play it, it's like all glitched out. So I have to play it a couple times before it plays smoothly. Don says, hey everyone, hope you had a great week. I can't join, but we'll catch the replay. No problem, Don.
No worries.
Have a good one as well. Yes. All right, so share your wins. And we've got Timothy in the house. Hey, Timothy, thanks for joining us. We've got Jojo. Hey, Jojo.
Hello, Jojo.
And
cool. Awesome.
Timothy says, wins. I sold more of my product, the Airbrush India inks, this week than I have in months. Awesome. Ooh. That's so cool. Did you do anything differently to get those sales, or you think it's just more general exposure from YouTube, or what do you think it is?
And you said it's your product. Is this a product that you had created yourself, or you sourced?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting to know. Awesome.
It's a type of ink, correct?
Yeah, I've heard of India ink, and I'm wondering if you had like rebranded it as your own, or if you mean that you've sold it in terms of an affiliate sale.
That's so cool to have your own ink.
I know, right?
Teddy says someone made that for him. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Cute. Win for Roland is your golden goose hit 300,000 views at 3,000, and it's now at 302,000.
That's amazing.
That's very amazing. Cool. That's so cool.
Well, it's gonna hit 500,000, hey, eventually. I mean, if it's already reaching like this, it's gaining a lot of growth in a short period of time. So even like, over time, later down the road,
yeah,
it could be a 500,000 views video, Roland.
And you know what, Roland? Our best video hasn't hit 400,000 views. I think it's at 3 something. Yeah, we don't have one that has even gone to 500,000. I still have a goal to get one of our videos to 1 million.
That's amazing. Keep climbing, Roland.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And hello, Charles.
We've got Charles in the house. Hey, Charles, how's it going?
Hello.
And Lisa says, you guys will not believe what I made for the first time. Please let us know, Lisa.
Awesome. Yes, this is my own invention that I invented for airbrush portraits.
Whoa,
Very
that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
and what
really
did you
cool.
do differently to sell more of those products or more of those ink sets this week?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. My win for the week is so you guys know that we're revamping a lot of stuff in Essetino. We have our new product launch, so our course launch, and we've created a whole sales funnel to go along with it. We've hired a team to help us market that product and start driving traffic to the page. So one of the things that I had on my to-do list is to edit our website, to revamp our website just with some new, really targeted copy and writing and text, just to really hone in on the messaging and clarify the messaging so that more people understand what we do and to be able to help more people. So I checked that off of my list. The website's not updated, but the copy is, and that's like, I think, the most time-consuming part. So that was a huge win, because usually I'm so good at servicing other clients and doing, checking off design jobs and all that kind of stuff. And it takes me a while to get to our own stuff. So that was a huge win for me.
That's cool. Yeah, I've been, let me just check on my list here, because I have my list here for the week. I've been editing a lot. You may have been seeing some of them. So our marketing team in Colombia is doing their thing right now. And I've been, editing the videos that are going to be for the ads that they're running. And you may have seen the ads going around. I think a couple of you guys clicked like on them, which is a very much appreciative.
Yeah.
And they're just they're doing it in stages. They're running Facebook ads, and they're doing it. You can't just go right off the bat on Facebook and just be like, oh, here's my course and things like that. Otherwise, you get the account shut down and whatever. I've never done this before. They know what they're doing. So we're warming up the account, they said. So that's what's happening right now. And she says it is a long process, but it is worth it in the end. And yeah, we're just going with their lead. They're the ones leading this, and we are just providing the content for them. And we will be starting to do our own marketing on our own end. We're good at our organic strategies, free strategies. That's how we've built this whole thing. So we're going to be doing our own thing with that alongside with the paid marketing.
Yeah. So we actually sat down earlier this week and created a whole list of strategies to share this with our community. And so you'll probably see some emails go out. You'll see us post in the group and just sharing more about what we have to offer here. We're really excited to launch this.
Mm-hmm. And to get more of those sales, Timothy said that he put up one post on Facebook with the link. Yeah, it's crazy, what a post can do, what a video can do, what sending a message can do. It's really crazy what it can do. And that's so exciting that you got more sales.
I think that's a lot of people who say that social media doesn't really work for them, they underestimate the power of just posting. Just go ahead. Just, stop trying to make it perfect or anything. Just put a post up and keep doing it and just get better at it. And people will listen, So that's really great, Timothy. Awesome job.
And Teddy says you should see the full Teddy B logo. Just look at the latest video. I will definitely check that out. And Lisa's letting us know that she made slime for the first time and ordered more diamond paintings.
Cool.
You should chat with Dawn Does Life YouTube channel. She's the one who just commented earlier here saying she can't show up today. She has a whole YouTube channel on diamond paintings.
Yeah.
Like, she's obsessed with them in a good way.
She knows a lot about it too, and like the perfect techniques and strategies for getting it just right.
So if you like,
a pro.
Yeah, if you like diamond painting, check out her channel, Lisa, because it's all diamond painting, which is what I think you enjoy as well. All right. They're saying good stuff for Reet.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Oh, another thing that we did was I drove a speedboat. This was the biggest one I've driven so far. Usually when we rent boats here in downtown Vancouver, we usually rent them like in the summertime, and we take people out on them Usually people that have never been on them, just like, it's a really cool, fun time.
It's so fun.
It's this area called Granville Island. It's where a lot of the tourists go, and it's like where the city is, and there's water, and there's this like bridge and stuff. And I saw on this website that I usually rent at, they had like their biggest boat. They added a new one to their fleet. And so her brother and his family have never been on one before. And I was like, oh, let's rent that and, spend the whole day on the boat. So on Monday, I'm going to share with you guys, I drove this thing around, and it was so cool. Scary. I will say scary at times when you're just in the open ocean and you're trying not to crash into things, right? But I was driving this around for about 4 or 5 hours, and it's fun. It's cool. We had a picnic on the water. We saw the seals. This is me driving back, and you really do need to pay attention because I think it could be easy to lose control and flip this thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's like random logs, like tree logs and stuff in the water. And if you're going really fast, you will not have enough time to dodge those logs, and it could get jammed. And so you do have to be mindful. And even like it's a speedboat, right? So if you're going super fast and the waves, like you're hitting these waves, the boat's gonna go like this, and it did a few times. It was kind of fun, but yeah, being with my family,
there were
and
kids
nephews
on
and
there.
stuff. Yeah, we didn't want to take it too crazy, but it's you can do a bunch of different routes. One of the routes is to drive up to a waterfall that's I think about 3 to 4 hours away, and you can kind of stop along the way to get gas.
It's round trip. 4 hours, so it's like 2 hours to get there.
Oh, it was
round trip?
Yeah,
round trip.
And then the other way was to the seal colony. So
Yeah.
There's literally like a little mini islands with a bunch of seals just laying, and
like a lot.
They look like they're sunbathing, like just chilling. And so we thought that would be really nice for the kids to see, and we ended up going there and just having some snacks on the water. It was really nice.
There was like at least, I think, 30 to 50 seals just all on these rocks. And
a lot.
Yeah, that's why they call it Seal Colony. It was super fun to drive. And the one thing I would say about boats is they need to design the driving area a little bit better. So what I find they do is they make the seat so low, and it's usually not adjustable. And then they have like that tiny window thing. Well, one splash and it's covered in salt water and you can't see anything. So I had to stand while driving the whole time.
Yeah.
And I had to do this like lunge stance with my legs, and my calves the next day were really hurting because you really need to hold the position properly. And I feel like they could design that a little better. Beautiful boat, very beautiful boat. It was like 21 feet. You could fit 8 people on there. Super luxurious. It's really nice. But I think they need to design the driving area a bit better.
What a YouTuber you are. You just did a product review.
Yeah, for this boat. Timothy says your boat was like the 80s show in Miami Vice.
Nice.
Yeah, we had the music pumping. It was really cool.
She had the sunglasses too.
It was a great time. Yeah, it was definitely a good sized boat. Let's see here. Congrats everyone on all your wins. Well done. And
yes.
Was there a washroom on the boat? No.
Not on this one.
No washroom.
No.
And we were all dying to pee when we got back. We were like, we need to head back now because like we all really need to pee because you're drinking water like crazy. You're out in the sun and you're just having snacks and stuff. And, 4 hours later, you really do need to pee.
Yeah. And when you get into the harbor, like on the way back, you have to go like really slow, like 10 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
So it was very tense.
Yeah, we're all like, trying to run to the washroom. Luckily, there's like a marketplace there that I recommend if you've never been to Vancouver, go to Granville Island because it's like a farmer's market experience. Lots of unique crafts, arts, foods,
and gorgeous views,
vegetables, like really authentic type stuff. Jojo says, awesome. Yeah, it was really cool. We had a lot of fun with it.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing your wins, guys. We had also, we had a great week all around. The other thing that we wanted to share with you is do you want to go into our question?
Yeah, let's go into the question, and then I'll show you guys some of the results. Some of you may have seen this question, but I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to type more out and just explain yourself a little bit more.
Explain your choice.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So what we had was we did this post in the Creative Business Success Facebook group. And if you're not a member already, then please do feel free to join. It's totally free, and there's lots of great stuff posted in there. We have Roland posting a ton of amazing stuff, and we get your feedback all the time. Just want to give value back to you guys. So this post was done. This question was asked as a poll, and the question is: you have 3 currencies. Number 1, time. Number 2, money. And number 3, knowledge. So out of those 3, what is the most important to you? And we want to ask you why as well.
Yeah.
So let us know. I know some of you guys have already, you guys have participated in the poll, which is awesome. But let us know why you picked your preferred currency.
And then quickly say hello to Alan watching from the Philippines.
Hello,
hey, Alan, how's it going? We just put up a question there. Feel free to participate. I'll answer with my response.
Yeah.
It's not a typical response. And then we'll get your response as well.
Okay.
So I saw this posted from someone else, some other people, other entrepreneur people that we know. And I put these questions in the group. Sometimes they're super fun, and sometimes they're to get you thinking, to get your mind going, right? To think differently. So I saw this question, and I was like, okay, time, money, and knowledge. Most people will go for time, right? And I was really kind of battling between time and knowledge. Obviously, if money's the most important thing, and there's no wrong answers, you guys. If most people will choose time, I imagine. And I was about to click the poll myself and click time, but then I thought about it for a second, and I thought about my whole, I've been doing entrepreneurship for 11 years now, and before 2009, right? Before 2009, when I didn't have any of this, and I had a 9-to-5 job, and I wasn't an entrepreneur, and I wasn't, I didn't have the same knowledge that I do now. I had a lot of time. When I had my 9-to-5 job, after work, I, just hung around, didn't do any learning, went to eat out a lot, parties, just whatever, going to the mall. And so I had a lot of time, and I consider myself not to have very much knowledge at that time. Now I have a lot of knowledge, but less time. I have to make the time for the boat, for example. I have to schedule that in and actually say, okay, I'm not going to do work today. So with those 2 scenarios, with more time and less knowledge, and more knowledge and less time, out of those 2, for me, I would rather choose the knowledge and then less time. So that's what for me, because I feel like the knowledge will give me time, because I was unhappy when I had all the time in the world. I was totally unhappy, depressed, so I wouldn't want to go back to that. So that's just my scenario.
Yeah, well, I feel like any one of these things can give you the other thing. You know what I mean? You can, if you have knowledge, you can create more time and money for yourself. Course creators, right? That's what we've done, is we have this knowledge and we're packaging it, or we're sharing it on the YouTube channel. These are different ways of creating leverage, so more time freedom and also revenue, money. But I think it can go other ways too. If you have more time, of course, you need the knowledge to know what to do with that time in order to make more money, right?
There's no right or wrong answers, right? It's like, it's crazy. It's whatever is like how it went for you up until this point.
Yeah. And I feel like, where I am right now, I want more time. I want that.
So you would say what is most important to you? Time.
Yeah. And I'm working to create more of that, right? Because in the start of the entrepreneurial journey, this is like Joel said 11 years ago, I would have said money. Like, I want more money. That's what's important to me. So let me create more money, right? I had time, and I was always like, I don't have as much knowledge as I do now, but I mean, you're always growing. You're constantly growing. I think at any point in your journey, in your life, you have knowledge. You have some form of knowledge. But it's just a matter of what you do with it. So right now, I'm working to create more time. And with that, I'm using my money and my knowledge, putting those two together to create more time freedom.
All right, let's get to some of the answers here on the live stream, and then we'll go to the poll because it's really interesting. I do the same poll on our Facebook group and our YouTube channel community tab, and they're always like opposite. So usually, different. They're very different. So it's really interesting. All right, Gavin says number 3, which is the knowledge, and then he says knowledge is king/queen. That's nice. I like it when people also reference like women as well.
Nice, Gavin.
But take the internet with a pinch of salt. Yeah, it's like it's gonna be different for everybody, right?
Yeah, I feel like you can, you also don't want to get to a point where you're just digesting. You're learning, you're learning. You have all this knowledge, but then you're not actually doing anything with it, right?
That's another thing.
There's also like too much of something and not enough of the other things could work against you.
So Roland says, for him, time is everything. I can use time to gather the other 2 currencies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Teddy says time because you can get more money and knowledge. See, it's so cool how people like think. It's so interesting. Yeah. And then Timothy says knowledge for him because it is something that cannot be taken from us. People will pay for the knowledge we have, thus better use of our time.
Really well said.
Cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
Loving the answers, everybody. Gavin says money is a byproduct of knowledge. All right, so I'm going to share with you the results because it's really interesting, and I really am fascinated by the 2 different YouTube and Facebook.
Another thing too, in the beginning, like in 2010, 2011, again, beginning stages of our entrepreneurial journey, we had the time and we were digesting so much knowledge and like learning everything that we could, but we couldn't figure out how to turn that into revenue, or at least like it took us a while. Like things would come in a little bit here and there, but to really systemize that revenue stream and to create those different pillars, it took a while because we were just there's just so much noise out there. There's so much to learn, so much knowledge. But it's really like, how do you take those and make it into concrete, clear steps to execute on and have that, create a revenue stream for you, create time freedom, and all those other things.
All right, so I asked this as a poll in Facebook. My favorite thing to do is create polls. And so a bunch of you guys voted, and as I suspected, most people will say time, and then about 11 people said time, 6 people said knowledge, and 2 people said money.
Yeah, I think for the most part, like most of us agree that money is a byproduct of time, of knowledge.
Yeah. And then on YouTube, way more votes on YouTube usually.
Nice.
And the cool thing is, that people can vote and they're not even subscribed to you. They may have watched one of your videos, but they'll still see it in their feed, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So 83 votes, and most people said time. And initially, I will say that money was leading for a little bit. And I was like, oh, this is so interesting. And then knowledge is less. than I think on Facebook. And I wanted to go back here, and this was a follow-up. This poll was a follow-up from this post, right? So you have 3 currencies: your time, your money, your knowledge. Whichever one you need to use the other 2 to get it. And this was shared from Chris and Susan Beasley. I just want to give a quick shout out to them because they're amazing. Like, they are in the UK and they have been living their dreams like ever since we've known them. They were inspiring to us. They've been traveling around. And I don't say this out of disrespect or anything, but they are older. They're older, and they got into this when they were at an older age, like, parents' age and older, and they're crushing it. Like, they win awards. They've been traveling around the world. Like, we've been looking up to them for a long time. And so, yeah, they're really cool people to follow.
Yeah, they've created a lot of impact, helping a lot of people with building their businesses and just creating that retired freedom lifestyle that everyone wants. So yeah, this post here, I want for those of you who answered this question, whatever you said, whether it's time or knowledge, whatever you want more of, ask yourself, are you using the other 2 currencies to get more of that? So for those of you who said time, are you making good use of your money and knowledge to create more time for yourself? So ask yourself that question. And if not, maybe just, create one task for yourself in the upcoming week to put that into action, to apply your money or to do something with your knowledge to create more time, and vice versa for whatever, if you want more knowledge, how are you using your time and your money to create more, to learn more, to take more courses, whatever that might be.
All right. And then here, it's getting really dark. Would we be able to open the blinds there?
I'll open it up.
We're very protective now of the blinds because it just gets so hot in here.
Yeah,
I'm
only
scarred.
open when needed.
Yeah. I'm like scarred from the heat wave. It was crazy. Everybody gets a gold star. Yeah, that would be cool. I remember those. Timothy says we can make time. I had a full-time job my whole life, but always found time to sharpen my craft. Jojo says knowledge equals with knowledge.
With knowledge, I would know how to make better use of my time to make more money.
Ooh.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, using
it's so cool. You guys are dropping bombs.
I know. These are all tweetable quotes.
If you don't have the knowledge, you can't get the first 2. Nice. And yes, Roland, you will recognize them. They are from Empower Network. That's where we first met them. Obviously, Empower Network is not around anymore. Yeah, we were on their team. Like, they were paired up with someone that we knew from Vancouver, and they had like a team. It was called the 10-10 formula, I think.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, Empower Network was one of the earlier MLM companies that we were a part of. It was a blog system, but it was an MLM, and it was like totally different and new, and it like took over the internet at that time. And yeah, we flew out to meet Chris and Susan several times. And yeah, we're in constant, not constant contact, but like they're just a message away for us.
It's just so inspiring how they go on all these crazy adventures. Like, you guys have seen us traveling on the channel, but they travel all the time. They do crazy adventures.
They're living it up for sure.
Yeah. And it's just like, damn, when I'm like that age, I want to keep doing that. Like it's just,
I get
really inspiring. Yeah.
Scott Rubin in the house. Hey, Scott. Scott's got a channel on stock evaluation. So if you guys are interested in that, check out Scott's channel. I think multiple times a day you post, or every day you post, and you're giving full value and knowledge.
I just noticed you changed your avatar image.
Nice.
That's awesome. I know you've been meaning to do that for a while. So nice job, Scott.
Scott says, I'm maxed out on time, money, and knowledge. So you're maxed out on all of them?
So what do you have a fourth currency perhaps that you're looking for more of?
Yeah.
That's my question to you.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Not many people can say they're maxed out on all three.
Roland says Empower Network was fun while it lasted. Yes, absolutely. The biggest thing that I took out from that is the belief that we can all do absolutely anything that we set our minds to. So being a part of that network, it was just really very inspiring. Just hearing other people's stories and getting to know, the trajectory of like each person had a different entrepreneurship path. So that was really inspiring to hear other people's stories, and also relationships. Great connections, and
a lot of people that we met from there.
Yeah, we still connect with some of them.
Yeah.
To this day.
And it's crazy because we didn't make any money like out of Empower Network. We actually spent way more than we actually made. We made some commissions here and there.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually profit, and we spent a lot on the trips, tickets, the programs, and learning. But I don't regret it because it gave us belief. Like, it was crazy hearing people's stories, successes, being around people that had great wealth, like great financial wealth, and like you could talk to them and you could, ask them questions and stuff and be around them. So it was very valuable to be around that kind of energy.
Yeah, and just understanding their mindset as well. Like there was this, we actually interviewed, I think this is still
Vic.
on our channel.
Was it Vic?
Vic.
Yeah, he's like, Vicstra's house.
Just incredible success. He is all about, I think was it High Traffic Academy or something? He just basically,
I think he still does.
He taught a lot about traffic. So getting traffic to your website, to a landing page, and you just incredible success, this guy. He was a speaker in Empower Network.
Multi-millionaire.
So we approached him and we interviewed him briefly on our channel. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I just loved his tenacity. So getting to talk to these people, like you just see how they simplify success and what the work that they're doing, because some of us often tend to overcomplicate how to do this, how to do YouTube, how to post, how to get traffic, how to connect with our audience, and it's not like to the fault of thinking like that. Like, I'm not blaming anyone for thinking like that. It's just because we've digested so much information that it's hard to know where to focus. So feeling that energy from these people, and like just knowing, it's so simple. Just do this. Just fail forward faster. It's simple. Just keep going. You'll figure it out along the way. And that's exactly what we've ended up doing. Like, just figuring it out along the way rather than trying to figure it out all in the beginning.
I can't remember the exact question we asked. I was actually really scared Orit had more guts to actually speak to him, because I just
went up to him.
Yeah, and I was the one obviously filming. I'm always behind the scenes filming. And I can't remember the exact question, but I remember him saying something about, it's like building a house brick by brick. You need to have a strong foundation. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
My hands were shaking from the camera. Like, I was so nervous because like he was like a celebrity in Empower Network.
Yeah.
Scott Rubin says he's kind of joking.
Oh, it's hard to tell, Scott.
In the typing, we can't really see what's happening.
He didn't provide a video response, so.
Timothy says, what do you all think of Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hour rule for becoming a world-class expert on any discipline? First of all, side note, Malcolm Gladwell was recently on the YouTube show Hot Ones. I highly recommend watching that if you like Hot Ones in general, and if you have read any of Malcolm Gladwell's books. He's so entertaining to watch, but he's giving like so much knowledge as well. It was really cool. And in terms of the 10,000 hour rule, I've watched, it's a TED Talk, I believe, right? A TED Talk that he did? Or is it in a book?
I think it's in a book. I mean, it's in blog articles. It's in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you have to take it with a grain of salt. Like you can't be so hung up on like, oh, only when I reach, putting in 10,000 hours of work or not like learning on this thing, then I can do what I want to do. Then I can coach other people on this topic. Then I can provide my services. That's the only caveat that I have with this, is like using that as a bit of an obstacle, having to reach that 10,000 hour rule. I definitely agree, like putting in that time. And I'm sure he's done the studies on this, because I know Malcolm is all like a stats guy and studies person. That on average, like putting in those hours is how you really master a certain topic.
I think that in order for that to work for you, you need to have the right kind of mindset, because like Arit said, people can use that as a barrier for themselves and be like, oh, 10,000 hours, I'll never get there. But I do agree with it that you do need to put in the 10,000 hours, because we definitely put in the 10,000 hours in entrepreneurship and learning. Like, we put in so many hours to try and figure out what's going to work for us and find out our strengths and how we can monetize this whole thing.
Yeah, it also depends on what level you want to play at, right? If you want to play at an Olympic level and be, like you said, world-class expert and just like be the cream of the crop in a certain topic, absolutely. You have to put in the time, you have to put in, the effort. But yeah, if you want to be, let's say, an expert in a certain field, and you're just starting out, I don't want you to look at that number and think it's so intimidating and so far away that you can't actually get started. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Fun fact about me and Olympic athletes: I love watching and hearing the stories of Olympic athletes. I have no desire to be an actual Olympic athlete or to even be a professional athlete. I do have a desire to be like healthier than I am now and more fit than I am now. But I respect them so much, because I know I've seen and I understand what it takes. They literally dedicate their entire lives for that one moment at the Olympics.
Yeah.
And most of the time you don't get another Olympics, because it's every 4 years. Maybe that was your one shot. And by the time 4 years runs around, there's a new crop yielding of people that are going to be stronger and faster than you. It's very, very rare that you get to go to so many Olympics. So I have great respect for them. That's why I told you guys before, I watch like Serena and Venus Williams, like people who are top elite athletes, because I feed off of their energy and their focus and their dedication. And I take that and I transfer it to what I'm doing. But yeah, I have no desire to actually be an Olympic athlete, but man, I respect them so much. It's crazy. Whenever one of them comes out with a documentary, I'm watching it.
Well, it's inspiring because they are playing at that higher level, right? They're playing at a level that most people will never play at. And so it really like pushes you, it motivates you. It's just like, any performers or music artists that spend months and months, maybe even years, creating their music and designing an entire performance just for one specific date to perform at for like 3 minutes or whatever their set is, They spend all this time training for that one moment to perform. But I feel like, for the average Joe, for us, we're not playing at that Olympic level. I feel like we can perform every single day, and we can perform at our best every single day. And you just need to define what your best is. How do you want to show up? How do you want to perform each day? Like when I say perform, it could just be like filming a video. It could be writing a blog post. That's you showing up and sharing your knowledge, your message, your talents with the world.
Gavin says relationships, you kind of go blind in sometimes, but it can be a good thing. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of partnerships that have worked and not worked. And Roland says, yes, we interviewed Vic, and you know how he always used to get swarmed at the Empower Network events. Like, he was like an actual celebrity, and they actually got bodyguards to, control the crowd. But I remember we saw him, and we really wanted to get some sort of sound clip from him, like a video clip. And Reet just went right up to the front and spoke to him, and it was crazy. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sienba.
Shenba. Sorry for butchering your name, but good morning. Where are you watching from?
Yeah. Timothy says, it's in the book, The Outliers. Yes, I totally remember that. Mm-hmm. And he says, I agree, it can be used as an obstacle. Yeah. And Scott says, practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm definitely, when people say that line, like practice makes perfect, it's like, well, what if you're not practicing the correct way? Yeah. Right? So I totally get it, and I agree with you.
The Beaver, hello. Nice of you to join us. You're saying, I'm experiencing great success with Wide Open Beavers LLC. Excellent. Let us know.
What is the business?
Yeah, what do you do, and how exactly have we managed to impact the growth of your business?
Yeah, please let us know, and let everyone else know. Share your experience with us. That's actually a win there.
Yeah. Phil, hello. How's it going?
Hey, Phil, how's it going? We are asking the question here. You have 3 currencies, time, money, and knowledge. What is the most important to you? And everybody's just been, pitching in their 2 cents. There's no right or wrong answer. For me, I said knowledge because I remember before I became an entrepreneur, all I had was time, and it did nothing for me. It was only when I started to use my time to gain knowledge, then I got more money, and then I wouldn't say I got more time, but I make time now. I have to force it in.
We're all working to generate more revenue. I think most of us are online with what we're doing with our business. What is it all for? Is it because you want more time? Is it because, you want more knowledge? Or is it something else completely? Let us know. I'd love to hear that. What is it all for? Why are you working to generate extra revenue?
For me, this whole thing has been about freedom. Choices and freedom are very important to me because my life was scripted. I was told to go here. I was told to take this job, to be this, to do that. And it seriously did not connect with me. And when I read that book, The Secret, I told myself that I'm going to become an entrepreneur so I can have choices and I can choose whatever I want. It does not faze me. Like on a Monday, when we took that boat out, we were in a sort of remote area, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I was like, this is a Monday. If I wasn't where I am right now, I would have to go into work and sit in a cubicle and be super unhappy because it did not work with my personality. So for me, it's like freedom and choices. I do this all for that.
Yeah, being able to design, that's exactly right. That boat ride, like taking the boat out on a Monday with my family to enjoy the sunshine, to enjoy lunch out on the ocean, and you're surrounded, for those of you who don't know, British Columbia is just, you're surrounded by mountains and ocean and green, and it's just, you're looking up and you're seeing just friggin' nature's beauty around you. And it's things like that where you're just creating unique experiences and having the choice, being able to decide what you want to do and when you want to do it.
It's very powerful. Jojo says she totally agrees about the Olympic athletes. Yeah, I highly, highly respect them.
Timothy, thank you so much.
Shout out to Timothy for the super sticker donation. I always like to show you guys the animation there.
You just paid for my coffee today that I had this morning. So thank you very much, Timothy.
Appreciate it, Timothy. Thank you so much for the donation.
Much appreciated.
If you guys are into airbrushing, being an airbrush artist, or wanting to learn about it, or just watching it, because I honestly just watch it because it's so soothing. I find great pleasure in watching other people be really good at their craft. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Phil says, time. You can gain more knowledge and money. You can't gain more time. Yes, I will give you that one.
It's not a renewable resource. Time. Once it's spent, it's done.
Good one. That was a good one.
Good one. So I chose the right one.
There's no right one. It's whoever, it's whatever for everybody.
Yeah, but I really connect with your answer, Phil. Good one.
Okay. Gavin says the end goal of being savvy is being savvy in your certain field. What are your thoughts on that?
End goal of being savvy. So you're talking about being an expert, right? Are you answering one of our questions? Gavin, are you answering this question, the currency one, or the one that I asked about what to do with your money? What you would want to do with the money?
Interesting here. Alicia Black says, I was looking up Canva vids and you all popped up. Who are you and what do you do? Awesome. Straight to the point.
Hi, Alyssa.
I don't know why we popped up for Canva vids because I don't use Canva and I don't think we have any Canva videos. Or do you have any Canva videos?
We might have like one, but that's interesting.
That's cool, you guys. So that actually, someone was looking for Canva vids and we popped up because they put live streams up to the top. They show them, they want to feature them. They like it when people watch live streams on YouTube. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I have one. I have how to make
one Canva video.
How to make Instagram highlight covers in Canva with your phone.
And you made that when?
Oh, it
like a year ago?
I think it was about a year ago, yeah. But there's a lot of content creation stuff on this channel in general, creating content and posts. So that's awesome.
When she asks, who are you and what do you do? What will you say?
So Elisa, we're Essetino artists. Welcome to our channel. And we help you really learn everything there is to know about marketing and specifically content marketing. So creating posts, creating content, making more money, doing what you love, and growing your brand as well. That's what we do here. We share everything on our entrepreneurial journey with you guys.
Yeah, we're YouTube coaches. We started our channel from nothing, and we have turned it into a full-on business. This is our full-time gig, and we run our own YouTube channel as well as we coach others on how to create and run their own channels that generate income. Because there's that's specifically making money with your YouTube channel. All right, Timothy says, my pleasure.
Awesome.
And Gavin saying, Timothy saying to Gavin,
yes,
to be an innovator in your field is important.
Yeah. And you just clarify means knowing your field of work. Yeah. I mean, when you really know your stuff, I mean, beyond the basics, the basic level of knowledge, and you're really starting to master your area of expertise, that's when you can become a bit of a pioneer as well. And just innovating and coming up with, I feel like you're a pioneer or like an innovator specifically with Camtasia. The way that you use Camtasia, you've mastered it like more than 10,000 hours over. And her videos, her tutorials on Camtasia, the video editing software, is like how to do these crazy, unique things. And you come up with solutions that aren't like they're made up. They're from your head and they aren't well known. So like backdoor ways of getting this what's it called? A counter, for example, doing a counter in your video.
Yeah, I've constantly had to, I just do whatever, it's really interesting because I'm not trying to be an innovator. I just show people what I do with it. Mm-hmm. And I share it with people, and I'm not trying to revolutionize anything. I do notice that, people, use the same content or, copy it or whatever, but I'm totally cool with it. And it's a form of flattery.
Queen Camtasia. I love that, Roland. Yes. Yes, I'm at the right place. Thank you. Pronounced Elisa.
Elisa.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you for correcting us. Elisa. I
Yes.
love the spelling. Really unique spelling.
So, Elisa, every Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, I'm not sure where you are watching in the world. We're here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We do these live streams and we answer people's questions, and we also ask you guys questions too, because we want to get your input. And it's a great energy, a great community. We're all helping each other, giving each other advice, and we all want to grow together. And we want to provide as much value as we can to you, because we feel so blessed with the life that we have created. Like me and Arit, we're best friends from high school. We had these scripted lives that were laid out for us, and we were not happy for them. And I honestly thought I was doomed for a really boring, unsatisfying life. And I was like, it used to give me anxiety to think about how depressed I was going to be. Like, I was thinking like that. Like, that's how weird I was going with my thinking. And it wasn't until I read the book The Secret and realized that you can have control of your life. You can sculpt your life. You can create your life to have it be whatever you want. And because we were able to find that for ourselves and do that for ourselves, we want to share that with everyone, that they can do it themselves. So we are constantly of service to you guys, providing value, and whatever questions you guys have, we just want you guys to grow as well.
Yeah. If you are looking, Elisa, I'm not sure what it is that if you have a certain passion project, or you're building your own business, or you're just wanting to learn more about, posting online in general, we have a ton of videos on this channel, like about, designing different posts and banners and graphics and video editing and making more money online, how marketing works. Just our whole thing is we want to simplify your marketing and the whole world of entrepreneurship so that you can actually amplify your results and create more money doing what you love. So welcome. We're so excited to have you here.
Yeah, and I see that you have a YouTube channel. We have a ton of YouTube videos on, like, a ton of tips and tricks on YouTube. And one of the reasons how we actually got our YouTube channel to be where it is now is we do search engine optimization on our videos. So we have learned to be search oriented with our videos, and specifically solving people's problems. Like, when you type something in, we want our video to be found, and we want it to solve your problem.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's what we do. You'll notice a lot of how-to videos on this channel. That's how we grew, and just consistency as well is really important for any platform, not just YouTube, but consistently showing up and posting your content and providing value. It could be in the form of educating your audience with how-to stuff. It could be in the form of entertaining, like vlogs, for example, or making someone laugh. It's just all about providing value. I actually have a video on this channel about what does providing value even mean? What does that look like?
Timothy says, Jewel and Arit are gurus who help internet entrepreneurs become successes. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Yeah, when I, in 2000, was it 9, 10, I saw the internet as the gateway. I was like, we need to be online. And online back then was so different. It was like only really blogs, and it was not what it is now. And now it's like everything. It's like everything now.
Oh, it's the latest craze. It's like everyone, especially with the pandemic, everyone needs to get online. It's the way to still be able to connect with people. if things shut down, which we never ever thought would happen.
And that just pushed it even more to being online, the pandemic. Because now people are like, I need to be online. I need to be able to, like, every business is like, I need to be online, because that really pulled the rug from everybody.
Yeah. That's why we're really working on creating a product that's going to help people use YouTube specifically to create leverage for themselves and to be able to consistently build an audience with YouTube and gain more revenue as well, because it's done so much for us.
Lisa says, I appreciate you and checking you all out. I haven't worked for anyone in years now, looking into digital downloads versus service and manufacturing. That's cool. At one point, you were wanting to do digital downloads, like selling your digital downloads or NFTs, or what kind of digital downloads?
Yeah, what kind of digital downloads? We have so we have a really big Etsy audience on this channel as well, a creative entrepreneur audience, because I've done a lot of Etsy tutorials, and a lot of them do actually do digital downloads, uploading digital products to Etsy. But there's so many other things that you could do with that. And I remember we even, like, at one point we were just to get some really quick revenue, we were selling digital downloads on Fiverr and Gumroad as well, selling graphics. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Reed does a lot of graphic work for our clients. Graphic work in terms of like PDF design for they're usually entrepreneurs who have materials that they need to give out to their customers or their clients. So she does a lot of design for that, a lot of course creators.
Yeah. So I was really into creating templates. Now I do more service-based stuff, but you can, like, it's passive versus active, right? And it really depends on how you want to set up your business. We've set up our business in a way that we're kind of like, we're 50-50 at the moment for service-based versus passive, working more towards increasing the passive side of things. But yeah, we would sell templates. They were either worksheet templates or what's it called? Media kit templates, line sheet templates, those kinds of digital assets that other business owners needed to market themselves. And that worked really well for us. And then it came into a little bit of a customization mode. And that's when, like, Fiverr really started blowing up for us when we were on Fiverr. It was just templates at first. And then people started asking more for customization. So you can offer different levels. You can offer just a template, and then you can offer a custom service and play around with that.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that we will end it here. Thank you guys so much for answering the question. You have 3 currencies. What is the most important to you? We love all of your input. Appreciate it, both on the polls and here as well in the weekly live stream.
Yes, thank you, Jojo. Hit the thumbs up, guys, if you're enjoying the live stream.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up button, and have, like, people will find our live stream randomly, just like Elisa did. And I think a lot of you guys found us randomly as well too. Elisa says, knowledge. Nice. Good night, everybody.
Yes, so come right back next week, guys. Every single Thursday, we're here at 6 p.m. PST or 9 p.m. Eastern. And come hang out with us, answer any questions. You know, if you watch a video on the channel and you have a question for us, this is the place to ask it. So we thank everybody who's participated, and thank you, Timothy.
Yeah, shout out to you,
Timothy,
Coffee
Fund,
for the super sticker donation. Yes. Appreciate it so much. And Roland says, "Boop the button."
That reminds me of Betty Boop.
That's from the YouTube channel Channel Makers.
Boop the button.
All right, everyone's saying goodbye. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Bye for now.
Bye.